Hi there. Paris Neo here, beaming into your screen today for a journey into the wonderfully meta world of function callception, where we use function calls to build function calls. It's like that scene in Star Trek where the holodeck creates a simulation of someone creating a holodeck. Mind-bending? Absolutely. But don't worry, we'll navigate this digital rabbit hole together. Today, we're diving into the surprisingly hilarious and powerful realm of custom function calls. We'll explore how to use what I like to call vibe coding, a method that sounds like programming while listening to lo-fi beats but is actually a lot cooler. And finally, we'll install the Grok binding to create an AI personality party, where AIs talk to AIs about how to talk to AIs. If that doesn't get your coding gears turning, I don't know what will. To get started with the Grok binding, here's what you need to do. Head to the Settings tab in your web UI, navigate to the Bindings zoo, and select the XAI binding to install it. Once the installation is complete, the web UI will reboot. Go back to the Settings tab, select the newly installed binding, and press the Settings button to enter your API key. After validating the key, the UI will reboot again. Finally, head over to the Models zoo, pick a Grok model, and you're ready to start playing. So, grab your favorite beverage, tell your robot vacuum to give you some privacy, and let's dive into this cosmic coding adventure. Whether you're here for the function calls, the vibe coding, or just to see AIs having a conversation about conversations, this is going to be a wild ride. Let's get started. Alright, let's select a function call creation function call. To do this, just go to Settings, then select the function call from the context_updater function calls. There are two kinds of function calls. Classic function calls, which are called by AI if needed. And context update function calls that systematically perform an action before the LLM recovers the context. Generally, the action should update the context, then after the LLM does the generation, it performs a second action that may use the LLM output to do something. Let's build a classic function call that executes bash commands and return them to the AI, which will generate an answer based on the output of the executed code. The AI will write the new function call, which is composed of a YAML file and a Python code. The YAML file describes the function, the parameters, the static parameters, and other metadata. The Python code is a class that inherits from function call class and implement one of the functions depending on the function call type. It is in this code that the magic happens. The function call has access to an object called app, which literally gives you the whole lollms power, from generating images and videos, summarize text, do algorithmic code on text, and all kind of crazy stuff. You have access to pipmaster, allowing you to install libraries on demand if needed, which basically makes you capable of doing anything doable with Python with the power of LLM. Once done, we can reload the page, then go recover the new function call from the zoo. You should find the function in the custom category. You can mount it, then use it as any other function. Please be aware that not all LLMs can perform function call coding perfectly. Here I use Grok, which is more than capable of doing it. Claude, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, etc. can also do it. Smaller models may struggle sometimes. Alright, let's have some fun. Yesterday, while playing with Claude, I created a new snake game and posted it on GitHub. Let's ask lollms to clone it into my specific folder called lollms_tests, then execute the game. The function should work perfectly if the AI succeeded to code it. As you can see, at startup the folder is empty. Let's start and see. Wow, that was fast. The game was downloaded from the repository and then started. Isn't that cool? Let's play a little bit. Oh boy. Bad luck. The game is really cool as it was built using fun mode. I did not deactivate this mode. As you can see, the AI is having fun answering us and using references to Star Trek as it knows about how much I like that franchise. It also uses my style. Can you see the Sia? All this information has been collected about me by lollms over time, as I always make it update my profile over time. I'll add this function call to the zoo so that you can test it yourself. Let's move on to building other kinds of function calls. Let's build one manually. This function call should make the current AI discuss your prompt with other personalities before answering you. How cool is that? This is an advanced function call, so I'll write the code myself. We start by asking lollms to build a dumb version of the function call. This will create the structure which will allow us to write the code ourselves. Now let's put some code in the update_context method. This method is executed before the LLM starts to talk so that we can add stuff to the context. Here we're gonna add an entire debate between multiple personalities. We start by recovering mounted personalities from our app object, we convert it to a dict for convenience, then we ask the AI to choose from these which one are suitable for our debate. Then we loop through them and feed them the context. We let them answer each one at a time. They also can see each other's outputs and react to each other. At the end we wrap the discussion and give that back to our original personality. This is a first simplified debate idea, but we can complexify it a bit next time. Now let's test it. As you can see, the AI has chosen few personalities which are interested in the subject. Here it selected Einstein, Isaac Newton, Carl Sagan, and Marie Curie. The grok generation is really fast. We are hitting more than 60 tokens per second. Okay, now we have a breakpoint. We finished executing the debate. And now we are going to update the context so that our AI see all the debate and wraps it. You can get inspired from this and build a more complex interaction. We can do the same with different models instead of just different personalities. We can make a more advanced mode where AIs raise their hands to talk, we may have a longer discussion with multiple turns etc., and we can add a meeting report at the end. Now it is all about your imagination. Let's stop here for this video. In next video I'll show you how to use vibe coding to build complex function calls and advanced applications. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider to like and subscribe. Stay curious. See ya!